Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays Europa Universalis 4 for absolute beginners. We're back with Great Britain, and hopefully with a working mic, sorry about that. And we're at peace, for now. So, yeah, in case it wasn't very obvious what happened last time, we managed to finish the war. Took a bit of land from Portugal, took enough land from Kilwa that we could start these free colonies. I believe we had lost everything in Australia, so we're going to need to rebuild our armies there. We already made a start on the navy. We have our claims on Bengal ready to go, but unfortunately we've been lumbered with a regency, which is a problem you have if you don't have any DLCs. If your king dies at an inconvenient time, when your heir is not old enough, you can't declare war on anyone. So we're kind of stuck until George grows up. On the other hand, we've got a coalition against us. We've been at war for a very long time. We've had zero manpower for a very long time. We've got a bunch of mercenary armies I wouldn't mind letting go, if only so they can kind of recover. Yeah, we should probably get rid of the smaller ones, really. The ones that are horribly depleted. Right, so this one is ours. That's one we don't want to get rid of. Oh, this one is also ours. Excellent. Right, so can we get these mercenary armies off that square? So they're taking as little damage as possible. In fact, ideally, let's get our navy down here and see if we can move our own army. Yeah, head over to Comoros. That'd be good. Okay. Oh yeah, they gave us some additional land, didn't they? Well, I guess they must have done. Didn't realise, otherwise I probably would have asked for more up here, but never mind. Being able to get 3 colonies on the way was pretty good. I think... Oh yeah. As well as all that, we've also got this mission to increase trade power in the Caribbean. I think I did just move the Côte d'Ivoire trade fleet over. But yeah, we might want to build some more trade ships as well. I think we've got room for many more ships. Many more troops. We'll probably fill in most of the troops with mercenaries. But yeah, I think for the time being, let's just let everything calm down. More exhaustion going down, which is good. We'll try to put down uprisings where we can. In fact, maybe I should even move that army back up to the continent and see if we can just get rid of this coalition. That's something we can usefully do in peacetime. Alright. As usual, trying to work out where Ulm ends and Austria begins. But yeah, looks like Ulm have taken a few provinces. bit reluctant to lose too many mercenary armies, because it might encourage the coalition to attack. I think Aragon's a member now. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Well, that's good. One nation has left. Maybe it's starting to fall apart. To be fair, it's mostly set up from the aggressive expansion we gained by taking land from Burgundy. So that was actually quite a while ago. So maybe it will die down. We've got some ships built. Our sailors are at 0, I think, because we're sailing our main fleet around here. Oh, oh, good grief. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, usually try to avoid doing things. Let's move you over. Might get rid of them, but just in case we don't. Let's try and stop them from constantly taking damage. So this is just our own army. So this is actually a complete army. We still have one. Does that mean perhaps that the army up here has started recovering? Nope. So they're sort of stuck in exile until they can get some recovery. Yes, we can slow down recruitment. That's fine. I think that's just the time it takes to build troops. So I don't see that as a big issue. At the moment, what we're doing isn't recruitment, it's there we go. Sort of replenishing our forces. It's not the same thing. So yeah, the reason I haven't started converting provinces is because I don't want to try and convert them in places that don't have cores yet. Although, to be fair, they're probably all taken up. But yeah, building castles is another thing we shouldn't do. Because generally you want to core provinces as quickly as you can. Never mind. Right, so we're already at +3, so we'd only get admin power. Or we can get prestige. Even though it's a bit of a waste, I'm going to take the prestige. Let's just move you across. Yeah, you can afford that. Just splitting these armies up a bit so they don't take damage. Bohemia is left for military coalition. This is all good news. Right, so I don't think anyone's taking damage, and this is our own army which is slowly recovering. I think that, yeah, they'll be fine, I think. I'd guess their maximum size will be 50, like the other one. So we should be fine. Okay, we probably can actually start converting a province. Right, so we've got no uprisings of our own. Australia has revolutionaries. we're not really going to be able to help for a while with Australia. And we've got something in Brittany, which is not great. Okay. What about in the Americas? Looks reasonably peaceful, actually. Considering all the revolutionaries we had rising up before, I was quite worried, but actually it does look okay. Right, brilliant. And it does look like people are leaving the coalition, so let's just keep that up. So this is the little sign you've seen before, tells us they're part of the coalition. And these guys already have a positive opinion of us. Our aggressive expansion is only on -20. We do have the unlawful territory, but again, that's going to go down given time. So good, we can at least help Brittany. The Commonwealth has left the coalition. Okay, well that makes it far less dangerous. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine. Who else? Switzerland. Let's bolster London's, what's it, base production? Excess diplomatic power. Okay, what else? Well, Munster already has a positive opinion of us. Pomerania does not. I'm not sure how much we can do, but we can try. Yeah, things are improving immensely because we had so many negatives: aggressive expansion, unlawful territory, rogue nation. But yeah, we're fine. Okay, let's move you up and we'll see if we can't do something to help with these rebels. Okay, let's get an idea of how soon the fortress will finish. Yeah, we're not going to fulfill that agenda, are we? Yep, no problem. I'm guessing they're on a castle. We do have a pretty solid leader. Oh, but they're nowhere near actually winning. So I suppose we can afford to wait a little while our troops recover. I'm kind of surprised they are recovering, to be honest. I would have thought all the recovery would be going into one of the other armies. They're getting nowhere. Must be quite a decent castle, I guess. Peasants, not much of a concern. So we're on 33, yeah, it should be 50. I go get them now though. Brittany came in to help, which is appreciated. Right, There we go. And we may have finished our castles. Yes. Excellent. Doesn't look like we had any overextension anyway, just from the one province. Way too late to be building a trade fleet now, I'd imagine, but I can try. If the agenda expires first, which I'm pretty sure it will, I might send them to the Ivory Coast. Some more claims on Portugal, so let's do a couple on Castile. There's a huge amount we can do with Bengal, so we have some claims already, but that's not going to allow us to make new ones. What have we got? Sabotage reputation or support rebels are our only options. So let's sabotage reputation. Anything over here? Right. Well, it looks like they've managed to defeat their peasant rebellion. So that's something. Okay. Let's just keep going with the coalition for now. Yep, they are part of it. That's fine. Regensburg has left. Excellent. Salzburg is not a member of it anyway. Mantua is. Okay. Let's go try and persuade them. So, I mean, I was thinking it'd be nice to have some claims built up in case they did attack, but it's becoming increasingly less likely that they will, so I suppose it doesn't matter. Doesn't mean we necessarily don't want claims, but really... Ah, there we go. Right, not so bad. So we were supposed to be increasing our trade power in the Caribbean, and there was just too much war. In the end, right, so who likes us? Ooh, I can seize land. Excellent. So nobody likes us now. New farm estate, depletion of manpower reserves. Yep, I'm worried as well, but the last thing I want is not to be able to join a war. Increase commercial presence. Right, let's just do the clergy. New farm estate. And that seems highly doable. Ah, there we are. Right, so just any manufactory down here. Should do it. Okay. Geneva has a disputed succession. Right, fine. So you're nearly recovered. Tariffs on fur. British Louisiana. Okay, let's just check. Nope, I have taxed them already. So let's leave them be. Yeah, they're still not gaining at all, so I'm guessing all of our reserves are going into this army. So the big question is there somewhere I can put that army that's closer to Bengal? Needs him, let him stay home. Yeah, I don't need a +2 advisor. Well, there's there. In fact, there are a few places. Do any of them have... Is that ours? Nope, that's Japan. Any of them have enough supply limit? And that one does. Brilliant. So we should move them across so they're nearby. Australia is still struggling with revolutionaries. If I get a diplomat again, I might consider giving them some money. An admiral. And apparently an admiral has just died. I think they were with... yeah, let's hire them. They were with a trade fleet, so it doesn't really matter that much. If reinforced speed, it might speed things up a bit. I'm going to go with the +3 anyway. Not too worried. Honestly, I think the thing mainly holding us up at this stage is going to be the Regency anyway. Okay, we really could do some trade ships. Not trade ships. I'm thinking transport ships. Down here. I mean, I would love the fleet to be more powerful, but until it can move armies, it also isn't achieving much for us. Right. Grief. Yeah, well, I can't do anything to help, apart from give them money when we get a diplomat, I suppose. Maybe we'll get lucky and the revolutionaries will end up in conflict with them. Everybody's dying. Right, you are... Oh, you're a trade fleet. Oh, right. Oh, well, in that case, you should probably go and protect trade in Australia. Right, so in that case we need some 3-deckers as well. Because we're not going to win any wars with them, I don't think. Okay, well, speaking of, this trade fleet is apparently about to appear. Okay. Let's give them a bit of time just to make sure that they're all with us. And you guys can go to Côte d'Ivoire, because I think I diverted their entire trade fleet to the Caribbean in a failed attempt to fulfill that agenda. Martian has left the coalition, Munster's left the coalition. Yeah, we're fine. I think we are fine. Right, Australia. Looks like we're subsidising them. Let me give you a little chunk of money to hopefully help you in your endeavours. And then might start trying to rebuild relationships with our allies. Great. Okay. Well, seeing as you're at port, I'm going to give you an admiral. I'm going to send you to protect trade in the Ivory Coast. Is nearly full, which is good. So hopefully we'll actually be able to move this army. And I don't think we have any friendly troops until we get to our own land. Can we go somewhere that has a 50 and the castle, just for protection? Okay, brilliant. So it looks like we have 3 surviving armies of our own, alongside all the mercenaries we've been using. So normally I would try to have 2 for the attack on Bengal at least, and we would raise mercenary armies when we landed. Not sure whether I'm going to do that this time or not. That's production. Thing is, the mercenary armies have their own manpower pool, so if we only have 1 army of our own, we're effectively going to be recovering manpower for that army at the maximum possible speed. Given how much money we've got and how below our force limit we are, I wonder if it might be better to use mercenaries. Oh yeah, our other important ally. Very important at the moment. Oh, Siam as well. Sorry, I'm completely neglecting you. Right, we'll have to wait till we get a 4th diplomat. That's interesting. So if we do the attack, in theory we have 2 allies in the vicinity. Okay, brilliant. So with that in mind, our next move is to try to head off any issues with our subjects, especially in the Americas. Okay, so British Peru seems to have the lowest opinion of us. So we're just going to start improving relations with the American nations. Get everything fully under control. Okay, cool. Progress. I think. Right. Let's move you closer to Bengal. I think this is as close as we can get. So it means when we bring them across for the attack, they will have taken as little damage as possible, because we won't have been on the ships too long. Is the idea. Okay, we have a whole bunch of new places we can be... Actually, should we not have a castle here? You're a bit out on the limb, aren't you? Got a lot of these places where they only have 1 province in an area would probably benefit from having a castle. those are all transport ships. Do we have enough sailors to build a 3-decker? We do, only one, but at least it gives the Pacific Fleet a small amount of fighting ability. Probably enough to put those pirates down. Once it's built, obviously. Okay. Bavaria's left the coalition. Yeah, so at this point I'm not worrying too much about trying to improve relations, because I think it's just falling apart due to our aggressive expansion going down. Right, let's do Blessed Ruler, because we're not going to be gaining prestige for a bit now. Yeah, so it took quite a bit of damage from that trip, you see. So, yeah, it's worth having them as close as we can get. So let's send you back now. And probably just load you up with mercenary armies. If we're able to, I'll try and build some colony armies again to free those mercenaries up. Okay, that's fine. Lost another advisor. Manpower modifier might help. Mostly I just want the +3 right now. I think that's the big concern. Right, no, we're moving our ships, so once again no sailors. Okay, that's fine. Actually recovering faster than I'd expected. But hey, it is 808 still. Age 10, but yeah, that's not too bad. Not be surprised if we're actually in a position to do this attack before too long. Okay, excellent. One of the colonies is finished. Not always going to be able to use 3 colonists at once actually, so we might only need 2 colonial armies for a while. Naval research, I'll agree with him. It's fine. I tend to have too much monarch power anyway. Build up London a bit further. So that's what Britain tends to do. Constantly focus on London to the utter neglect of the rest of the country. Not that I'm bitter at all, you know. Okay, so this one has finished, but there's nothing much we can do. Oh, actually, castles. We definitely want a castle there. Maybe one here. Yeah, well, it's mostly just about making sure we keep our foothold, so I wanted a castle on a port, really. So that's fine. Let's bring you onto the mainland again. I'm essentially going to want to bring as many of you across to Bengal as possible. So the plan basically, if I haven't already gone over this 50,000 times, because I've been talking about attacking Bengal for ages, is we load as many of these mercenary armies as we can onto the ship, we take them over to the Bay of Bengal, we make landfall in the areas we have claims on. As soon as they have landed, we take the ship over here to pick up this army. We take them back. In that time period, hopefully we have actually conquered some land, and we will then raise as many mercenary armies as we can on that land. And hopefully, especially if we have allies, that will be enough for us to make enough progress on Bengal that we can make peace with the claims that we've got, and at least then we will have a foothold. And then we can build castles, assuming those areas don't already have castles, and to be honest, that'll probably be it, but at least we will have actually gained a foothold in Bengal, and it's probably enough to fulfill the mission tree. But in theory, if the game was to continue, we would then build on that later. But yeah, it's taken so long with the way Portugal got out of hand that that's all we're going to be able to do, I think. Okay. Right, we really don't need 50 prestige now, so let's do throughout the nation this time. That's fine. Okay, we've got a couple more diplomats. So, 13 colonies and Argentine. Let's get them underway. So one thing that is very important for Bengal is having a fleet that they can't conquer. Oh. I'm basically hoping we already have one. I think Great Britain gets a bunch of advantages anyway when it comes to fleets. Oh, we got manpower. Good grief. The miracle has finally happened. Right, so in theory we could now build a colonial army. So you do the usual makeup. 1 horse, 2 cannons, 3 infantry. Should still be enough to deal with anything. I'm not convinced we'll be able to fit all these mercenary armies on the ship at once, but I don't particularly want to have them occupied over there either, so. These are mine, okay. That's not a bad thing. But yeah, this is basically what the whole Kilwa thing was about, to gain access to all of these lands. I'll turn a blind eye. I can afford to lose some tax. I don't like it, but I would rather have loyal nobility. Of the upcoming war. Florida. Grief. Well, we know what they're doing. I suppose they are bigger. I consider giving them a gift if the opportunity arises. Okay, so with that in mind, let's fabricate a few claims. Yeah, this is looking better. Okay, right. So all good. Right, so you're only on 33. Oh, that's right. This is the remnants of the French armies with too many cavalry. So I did want to bring these up to full size. Not sure I'm going to manage it because at the moment building a manpower pool is far more important for the upcoming war. Okay. Might start building some transports now. So this is good. We should be possibly not the most fascinating episode, but you know, at least I'm audible. But yeah, I'm hoping we should be able to get into position to launch the attack next time. Okay, so British Alaska is probably next, and Brittany, if we haven't already done Brittany. And once we've got some of these oh right, that's fine. Let's put in for the next one. Hang on, transport. Once we've got all of our colonial nations a bit happy with us again, we can start spying on German lands again. Start pushing that. Right. Okay, so we should get a warning before our heir becomes of age. We might have to put down a rebellion because of the weak claim and the lack of military skills. We'll see. We've got three armies here. Well, two of them are very small. No, Louisiana, we already checked them. So I'm also going to stop building ships now because we also need to build up a sailor pool. Fiendish Vipers in the Commonwealth. Admin versus diplomatic, I think admin, because that's the only one that we haven't maxed out on. I think it's the one that we're lowest on because we kept having to use it. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Portuguese Brazil is attacking British Brazil. Right, I think it's wartime. So I'm going to need a diplomat again. So who's this? British Peru. Yeah, they've got a pretty high opinion of us. So I'll get you back. I'm going to... oh, I can't. I was going to say I'm going to give British Brazil some money, but I don't have the option. But yeah, so we're going to have to try and enforce peace. Probably not going to work. So we're going to be dragged back into war with Portugal. Give them what they want. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Even more unfortunate because I'd really like to get these ships down to join the main fleet. But yeah, it means we're going to be fighting two wars at once, unfortunately. Let's go there, so we're ready for the next ship to arrive. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to enforce peace. Which we can't do because we've got a truce, apparently. Okay. Right, well in that case, we're certainly going to give them a gift. It's not going to be enough. It's too small. Right, when does a truce run out? We don't have a truce. So why can't we declare war? Oh, is it because we've got a... Alright, okay. Well, that's worrying. Right, okay, because we have a regency, apparently we can't enforce peace either, which I had not actually realised. So, we can't do anything but watch. So we just have to hope this war doesn't end before our king grows up. Essentially. Or but if it does end, at least that British Brazil isn't completely eliminated. Okay, the gold standard, that's good. We have researched all technologies in the diplomatic tree. Revolutionary ideals. Governing capacity has gone up, which means we can declare more states. Which is handy because, of course, since France became a naturalised part of our empire, we've needed to. So this is good, this should help with unrest and things like that. Okay. Really need a functioning king. Okay, right, let's check this again. I think we already did English West Indies. Nope, I'm wrong. Okay. They are clearly the next one to do then. Diet, right. Legion of manpower reserves again. Shows how bad they were. Strengthen our ties with Saxony. Honestly, I would love to do that. And the others aren't really an option, so we can try. Right, looks like... Does that mean Saxony are a defender of the faith? Interesting. But yeah, they'd actually make a pretty good ally if we could get them to ally with us. Unfortunately, we had already improved relations a fair bit. But then our relations should be going up pretty fast anyway, so... Oh, maybe not. Well, we'll try. obviously we're going to need a diplomat first, so let's just keep going. Come on, get older. Sure, 13 should be old enough. It's the 19th century. Right, I guess sanction commercial monopoly. Make us even richer. Okay, well, this is annoying. Portuguese Brazil have managed to completely get rid of British Brazil. So we really ought to be making war on them. But at the same time, I really want to do the Bengal attack, so I'm going to do that first. Gosh, that was annoying. For all that effort we went to avoid being cut out of any colonies. I mean, we're not cut out, like they say, we've got a nationalism claim. So that basically means that there are people of our nationality living there, and we can justify attacking on the grounds that we are liberating them. At the same time, imperialism might be a better option anyway. Oh no, nationalism is actually a better way to declare war. So yeah, if the game went on long enough, which it won't, I would probably make use of that and recreate British Brazil. As it is, I don't think we're going to get the opportunity. So, I'm going to move Portuguese Brazil. Military coalition thoroughly falling apart now. (1813). Excellent. Less than a year to go. Oh, we have a colonial army now. Excellent. Okay, you guys can swap places. The only question is, how soon do we send you off? And how many troops can you hold? 109. That is not bad. That's not bad at all. Saxony, yes please, definitely. That should help us immensely in fulfilling that diet, but also I just think they're a good ally. They're in the Holy Roman Empire, they're bordering the Commonwealth. I mean, okay, they might drag us into wars, but then they'd probably drag us into wars that we actually want, so not a problem. Okay, how many people can we load onto one ship? are we going to get an uprising when he becomes the king? Yes, please. Yep, we are. Immediately got an heir, which is good. Rising in Sutherland. Okay, can we just use mercenaries? Not those. I'm guessing we're already using all of these mercenaries. So yeah, that's a little upsetting. I mean, it's not exactly a problem, but it's going to hold us up. And I'm not sure we can afford the hold up, really. 109. So will this take us to 108? I'm actually considering launching the attack on Bengal before we deal with the uprising. Simply because I know it's going to take time. They are willing to join in. They do have powerful allies, of course. Yep, got them all. Okay. And head to the Ganges Delta. And our other army ready and waiting there. Could have tried to make them bigger, I guess. But I don't think we could take too much more. No, only 4 more. 50 is a nice round number. No rebels, pretty sure Bristol can deal with that themselves. Yeah, it'll be fine. So the plan will be basically to get the attack underway, and once we don't need the navy anymore, we will bring them back here and put down this uprising. But ideally I'd like to be the one to start this war, and every second we leave it is an opportunity for Bengal to attack someone else and us to be pulled in. And we can probably still get our land that way, but it's a bit riskier. Some big armies here. Still, we've got 2 allies, which is more than I usually have when doing this. And apparently infinite money, which is also more than I usually have when doing this, so. Okay, their navy looks a lot smaller than ours, even if it's not small. Here we go. So this is going to be for next time. We are in position. And that's it. Possibly the final war of the game. I suppose we'll find out. But yeah, so we finish in, I think, January 1821. So we have less than 10 years. So I suspect realistically we're going to be... Oh, actually, well, think about it, we need a diplomat back, don't we? Let's take back the one who's spying on Portugal, simply because I know that they will be nearby. And we can always start spying again. We've got a couple of claims on them. Okay. yeah, to be fair, may as well get the diplomat back so we're actually poised to attack. So yeah, that actually went okay. A little peaceful interlude. We've got our manpower half recovered, and we have some sailors back. So yeah, pretty much ready to go. So I think we have 4 claims. Might still attack with imperialism because less cost for the things we claim. But yeah, we'll try and get at least those 4 provinces, and I think that will actually fulfill this bit of the mission tree. Establish trade in India. Oh, actually, probably not. We've got to be the strongest trade power, and then we can immediately fulfill monopolise the channel because I think we've already done that. So we might need to build a bunch of trade ships once we've taken those lands. So we might still have time to fulfill the mission tree. It's not the end of the world if we don't. It just makes for a handy aim in a game that otherwise doesn't as such have an aim, apart from, I suppose, trying to paint the map red. But yeah, so we'll leave it there, and we will attack Bengal next time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then.